Football weather is concerned today in Nashville. Just enough chill in the air for a sweatshirt, light breeze, fall in full swing at Nissan Stadium. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Tennessee Titans. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble. And it's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Tucker, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tucker. This one caught by Isabella. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Tucker. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Taken in at the 22. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
By the Buccaneers.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
First and goal from the 3. And they'll try the option on first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Penny will try to punch it in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it third and goal. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
From the gun on third down, Tucker. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And really, they're pretty fortunate right now to only be down 3-0 following 2 turnovers. They've got it now 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. A pass underneath for Fournette. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Fournette.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
The tackle made by Kevin Byard.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
7-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Titans 3, Buccaneers 0.
Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. A shotgun give to Fournette. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 28.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Tucker. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
On 3rd down, Tucker able to find Isabella. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Tucker over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Titans first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Tucker. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the gun, Tucker. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller.
Incomplete.
He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is in running back drop.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Off the play fake. Tucker. That ball complete to Isabella. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Penny, a first down carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. Operating from the gun. Tucker to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Leonard Fournette making his way back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a second and 13.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
on 2nd and 13. Carr toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Tampa Bay.
Carr now on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Evans has it left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And that one off the mark. A little late with the throw. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off play action. Tucker. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
From the gun on 3rd down. Tucker. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, Tucker. He's got his man on the crossing route. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, Tucker. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
On fourth down, Tucker. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Carl try it again on second down. A quick pass here to Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Seibert's kick is good. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
He stiff arms him. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Evans. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On third down, Fournette. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 at the 19. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darryl Worley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
They'll take over.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And a catch right side by Evans.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On first down, Carr. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So we got...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Tucker. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down. Tucker over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. Tucker, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 32-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
At the 32-yard line.
On first down, Tucker. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Complete to Jarvis.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And this is caught at the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
For a Tennessee Titan.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. That time, a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by a Rashad Penny touchdown run. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this will get them all the way inside the Tennessee 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Working from the gun, it's Carr. High throw, but the catch is made. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
at the Titans' 7-yard line.
From the gun, Carr, and he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bucs are going to take the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Tucker. And now here is another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Back now in Nashville, it's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
At their own 16-yard.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Miles Jack with a sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, Tucker. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st and 10, Tucker. He's going to find Gallup here complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
At the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Tucker. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Tucker. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Operating from the gun, Tucker. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a Tennessee score. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he finds Howard complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it'll be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
3rd down and 10 yards.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down, and that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They begin with a run by Penning. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. From the gun, Tucker. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
To throw on 3rd down, Tucker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good.
That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Tucker. And this one is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing again, Tucker. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Tucker. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and
2. Again, it's Penny. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now Rashad Penny. Got the 1st down inside the 10 and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, I like your respect. Give them more than what I get, especially at the back. It's back. No, I sat down with my accountant and said I got good news and I got bad news. So what's the good news?
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
45. Mike, 45. Check.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Partner, you get about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the